up, guys? We're here in the garage gym, and I haven't trained much this month. I turned 40 on November 2nd, and then I got sick that week, and then my wife got COVID the next week, and then I got sick again with a stomach bug the next week. It was a maintenance month anyway, so it worked out, but with the first day back, I think a lot of people would feel really anxious and excited to jump back in and start the chest day, and it might look something like bench press, incline bench press, flies, dips, maybe even more, but no. What I want to do as a busy parent is get really focused and do more with less, because I'm not trying to play the stock market with my fitness. I don't have time for that as a busy parent, to invest all that. What I'll do is, let's do an upper body day and pick 4 movements. And I want to work smarter, not harder. So, instead of a ton of chest stuff, do an incline press today. Then let's do a back movement. Let's say some rows. Then let's hit something for shoulders. Let's do some lateral raises. I'll do something with incline at the end to kind of hit triceps a little better, because the way I count volume is weekly sets per week, working sets, not counting your warm-ups. So I'm gonna be getting some tricep work with the incline press anyway. Little bicep with the rows, but I wanna do some barbell curls, and that'll be a workout. All right, that's all for that segment. So the garage, one reason I left to gyms, I left my gym and I like working out in here, it's just because the convenience of it. I loved my gym, but it was a 15-minute drive there, then a 15-minute drive back. That's 30 minutes. And a lot of times my workout only takes 30 minutes when I'm working out in here. So super time efficient. And to be honest, I enjoy space. It's my space, and bodybuilding is like a sport, but like as much, if not more, like an art. And in this space, I feel like more like an artist, just doing what I need to do. And there's no pressure. And I think as a man, we'd all be lying if we said we've never been influenced by someone else in the gym. Otherwise, like curls with 30-pound dumbbells, and some guy grabs 35s, and his form looks like trash. You're like, let me show him how you do it. And so you pick up the 35s and you're doing like your form than him. And that kind of stuff is like it. But I'm a super competitive person. I admit I can get wrapped up in that. So I just like coming in here. I like weathering the elements. Like cold morning right now, but I'm here doing it and it feels good, and it makes me appreciate those 70-degree days when I can open the garage door even more. So let's do this incline press. All right, so the way this bar is, the way it works out, I put my pinky around the little ring, but actually I don't like to go super wide. A lot of guys, they'll grip the bar just straight on, but I like to cut my hands out a little like this. Pinky, make sure it's going like across my hand like that, and then I'm going to lower it slowly, slower, barely touch, and up. The bottom, you just feel that all on your chest. On my triceps with the medium grip. I feel my upper chest lighting up quite a bit here. Feels good. The warm-up set, by the way. A big mistake guys make is like, I'm gonna do 3 sets, but your first 2 sets are sub-maximal, so it's not actually your volume marker. You're doing just warm-up sets. So do 2 or 3 warm-up sets. That's warm-up set 2 for me. We're gonna add, what do you say, Wayne? 5 pounds each side. Do it. All right, let's see. Bend that one and then I'll. So with incline press, again, the medium grip, not only does it hit more upper chest, but it's gonna hit some triceps too. My triceps feel pretty good. Let's do some rows. And listen, I'm 40. It's not like, just because you can doesn't mean you should. I never do bent over without chest support. I feel better, I feel strong doing rows with some chest support. I got this from Revolt Fitness. I bought it, they didn't send it to me. I'm not sponsored or anything. I'll be honest, I drew a design like this years ago. I even messaged some people like Frank Zane. Have you ever made a prototype and it was gonna cost thousands of dollars? So I'm glad somebody spent thousands on the prototype and I just get to use this. But I love it because you set it up, and I think the new versions, this even can tilt, but you just lean over and that soars so much more. Not that soreness is an indicator of a good or bad workout, but it's a good sign that I'm able to push myself more than I was before. So let's get to it. So I've got, for barbell rows, these little attachments. I use them for chin-ups too. And it's a 45-degree angle. So this thing hooks to the barbell or chin-up bar. And it feels good either way. Like if I'm doing an overhanded, like pronated grip, like it's going to feel a little more natural. Could I be like, if your arm hangs this way, why would you row like that? Like that's not going to be optimal for shoulder health, to be honest. So like it's more natural that way. Or if I want to be like Dorian Yates and do a Yates row, which does target more lower lats, which is something I've tried to get more of. And this is why I got these instead of going all the way under. It's more like at an angle, just a natural feeling angle. So I'm gonna grab them like this, almost bench press width. I'm gonna deadlift it up. I'm gonna slowly hip hinge down. Oh, it feels so good. I'm picturing dropping my elbows back. And these things help reinforce the cue that your hands are just hooks. Make sure the stretch is the most important part. Down and in front of you. There we go. So we're gonna do some lateral raises. Let me just say this. Notice these dumbbells are nothing fancy. Like people talk about going to this gym because it has great equipment, or this gym or that gym or Planet Fitness. I'm like, look guys, weight weighs the same. It doesn't matter if you go to Average Joe's gym down the road, the 15-pound dumbbells are gonna weigh the same as the 15-pound dumbbells at the state-of-the-art gym with all the fancy equipment. I don't care about fancy equipment. I care about results. And you can get results either way. And that's something not a lot of people talk about. But I love like doing some like one-armed lateral raises like this when I'm really focused in a gaining phase. But I've been in a maintenance phase and I'm just trying to get the workouts done quick. So we're gonna do them seated. I'm gonna grip them. And a lot of guys will go, hands really high. And you look like you're revving a motorcycle each rep. Like, it's just, you know, your hands are hooks. And I even like to use a false grip, mainly gripping them like this. And I'm gonna let my wrist hang. That way I'm focused on bringing my elbows up, not my hands. So check this out. And by the way, you want your traps to get involved. It doesn't take away from your lats. It allows your lats to fully engage. So I'm not going straight up to the side. I'm gonna go in front of me a little bit. Boom, right here. Focused on lifting the elbows. Just letting my wrist hang. Wish you could feel what my delts feel right now. I do like to lean forward a little bit. There we go. That's one movement I'll take to failure. I do, well, you know, I'll even let a couple reps fall short of my up here standard, you know, and then I'll stop. It was good. I think one mistake a lot of guys make is that you have way too many bicep variations in your workout. And it's like, but Chris Bumstead, but Arnold, but Dowda, but we're not IFBB pros. You're trying to lose your gut. You just need one bicep variation. And for me, it's hard to find a better one than the good old basic barbell curl a lot of times because it's so easy to overload it. And then when you're done with a certain load, grab those 2.5 pound plates and you can jump up by 5 pounds, whereas dumbbells, you have to jump up by 10 pounds. So yeah, I'm just going light today because this is my first time training biceps in 2 weeks. I haven't been sick and stuff this month, but you guys know the arm things they used in the 70s, I forget what they're called, but it goes across your body and it forces you into that position. That's kind of what I've been doing lately. You check out, I've been doing thumb under. Vince Gironda was a big fan of thumb under curls. So I thumb out to the side like that. And keep my elbows in front of me like that. And I don't just curl up. Most guys do curls like this in the gym. There's a lot of momentum. Nah, I'm gonna curl up and finish like I'm hanging from a bar. You see this? And then I'm gonna slowly exaggerate the arc down and back up. I'm squeezing my biceps so hard at the top. And I can tell you my biceps grew quite a bit last year in my gaining phase by doing this. Look at that. My arms got up to 18 inches, which I've never measured them that big before. All the way down.